Are you not completely sold on Nanaimo? Well, check out these other small towns before you decide where to move on Vancouver Island. Hi, I'm Rita, and on this channel, I share my passion for living in Nanaimo since my move here in 2021. If you've landed on this video, you might be in the same boat we were, which is we wanted to move to Vancouver Island, but weren't quite sure exactly where. And if you've gotten as far as Nanaimo in your search, I obviously can't recommend it enough, and you can learn more about the reasons I love it in my video, Is Nanaimo a Good Place to Live?, after this video is done. But what are some other options? What do places that hug Nanaimo like Lantzville, Nanoose Bay, and Ladysmith have to offer? Let's dive in. Lantzville. Drive north just out of Nanaimo and you're in Lantzville. This district is divided into two sub-areas. Lower Lantzville, which is the town center near the water, and Upper Lantzville, which is above the highway and incorporates the residential area known as the foothills, and is also where you'll find the Copley Ridge Recreational Trail, one of my favorite spots to hike. Lantzville has a large population of retirees, so you'll find this community strikes a nice balance between quiet living and close enough in proximity to all of the amenities of Nanaimo. Most of the homes here were built before the 1960s into the 1980s, and this is the kind of place you'll want to be looking for a single-family detached home without any large condo developments and a low rental market. Lantzville home prices are now steadily listed at around $1.2 million. In Lower Lantzville, you'll find a quaint little oceanside town with small businesses and restaurants like the Lantzville Pub, which is a great spot to grab a bite with a view. There's also the Winchelsea Golf Course and Huddlestone Park, and the elementary school here is called Seabreeze Elementary. The foothills in Upper Lantzville is an ever-growing community, which I touched on briefly in my new Nanaimo developments video. This location has prime ocean views, some of the most beautiful I've seen since moving here. But you'll be paying a pretty penny to live up there. Think over $1.5 to $1.6 million to well above $2 million. And because of the elevation, expect a little bit more of a windier climate with more snow and fog in the winter season. Nanoose Bay. As you exit Lantzville going north, you'll enter into a peninsula village called Nanoose Bay. Again, this is an area with an older population and resort-style living, such as Fairwinds, which is home to one of the best golf courses on Vancouver Island. People love Nanoose Bay for the outdoor recreation opportunities, like world-famous scuba diving at Madrona Point and Notch Hill Loop Trail. There are 3 marinas here, making it a popular spot for boaters. And if you're picking up on the luxury note, you are correct. Most homes here are custom built and come with stunning ocean and golf course views, which are reflected in their pricing. Just check out any of these homes in the Beachcomber Peninsula and you'll see what I'm talking about. However, contrary to Lantzville, you can find some townhouse and condo style living at a much more affordable price. Nanoose Bay is located between Parksville and Nanaimo, and be prepared to have to drive to anywhere you'll have to go. One thing I will mention is that the cell service here is awful. There are so many pockets of dead zones as you drive through Nanoose Bay, so just beware. I'm going to take you now in the opposite direction to a town called Ladysmith. Just south of the Nanaimo airport, Ladysmith has recently garnered some attention due to Pamela Anderson's relocation to her hometown. She documented this on Netflix and her HGTV show Pamela's Garden of Eden. Yep, that beautiful oceanfront home is located roughly 30 minutes from Nanaimo. It is bigger than the 2 previous areas I mentioned in this video, and although home prices have drastically risen in recent years, you can find a nice range of modest family homes priced between $500,000 and $700,000. Of course, oceanfront homes will cost you a little bit more as they would anywhere else. People love the community of Ladysmith, and I actually know quite a few people who were born there and have stayed to raise families of their own. There are larger grocery stores here and bigger chain restaurants, but you'll have to drive to nearby Duncan or Nanaimo if you're looking to go to the movies or shop at bigger stores, for example. There are 3 schools here: primary, which is K to 3, intermediate, which is 4 to 7, and secondary, which is 8 to 12. And Ladysmith shares the school district with Nanaimo, which is District 68. Ladysmith is a great location in between 2 larger city centers on Vancouver Island, and close to transportation like the airport, which I mentioned, and close to Duke Point Ferry Terminal. If any of these communities have sparked your interest, you can get in touch by either leaving a comment below or visiting my website, ritafraser.com, where you can also download my free guide, Questions to Ask Your Realtor When Buying Your First Home. I'd love it if you'd hit the like button if you found this helpful, and subscribe to my channel as I'll be updating you on all things to help you decide if relocating to Vancouver Island is right for you. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.